Hello, hello, hello. So today, Doggy and I are going to make spaghetti sauce. Big Mama's spaghetti sauce. We call this Big Mama's Legacy spaghetti sauce. Now this is not exactly the way she always made it, but this is the way she has been making it before she went into the nursing home. So let me just tell you what I have here. As the basis for the spaghetti sauce, I'm going to use tomato and basil spaghetti sauce already prepared from Barilla. I've tried lots of different kinds. I like this the best. I don't like marinara. I don't like ones with cheese in it. This is the one I like the best. When Big Mama used to make years ago, she used to use Hunt's regular tomato sauce and then a small can of Hunt's tomato paste, or Consadina tomato paste, or one of those. This has already been mixed up. It's got some other things in it. So, spaghetti sauce. You can use fresh whole mushrooms chopped up, or if you want, you can use a small can of these. These are just whole sliced mushrooms. I'm going to open the can, drain them out, and then fry them up. I have onions, one sort of large onion, one smaller onion. Onions are really important in spaghetti sauce. Some people add sugar to make spaghetti sauce sweeter. The real sweetener in spaghetti sauce is onions. Onions are exactly what you need to make spaghetti sauce sweet. I always add some chicken soup. In this case, it's collagen, low sodium chicken soup, and I'll add, I'm not sure, half a cup, 3/4 of a cup. We'll see as I go along. I'm not much of a measurer. You can use olive oil, or I use canola oil to fry in. I use this is 1 pound of 90% ground sirloin, and I suppose that you could use 85%, 93%. I don't know that it makes a whole lot of difference. What else? Spices, salt, garlic powder. You could use regular garlic, minced garlic, whatever. This is obviously easier. And the most important ingredient for flavoring spaghetti sauce is oregano. And once you add the oregano to the meat, it sort of explodes and says spaghetti sauce. The other thing is I'm going to add lots of water. So I'm going to add water, and we'll see how much water in a while. And the idea is that the water should just keep boiling down, boiling down, boiling down, and at the end you should end up with a nice, thick, we could say meat sauce, or some say bolognese sauce. In Sicily they say gravy. So whichever way you want to say it, we'll probably end up with it, and it's hopefully will taste great. It usually does. Okay, let's move on. Okay, onion time. So, just going to get the onions chopped up. And I know lots of people, as I said, I'm using one big onion, well, sort of big onion, and one smaller onion. So might as well get the skin off both of them. Goodbye, good luck. Clunk. And as I said, onion is the sweetener of spaghetti sauce. It is the most important sweetener. I know people add sugar, people add whatever. Onion is the most important thing. So, let me do this. Now, I am not one of those people who you see on television doing incredible slicing up of things. Just do the best I can, and so I just move the frying pan over here because it's easier. And right now I'm just going to add some oil, about that much. I don't know, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, and I'm going to put the onions in, and in a minute I'm going to move it over onto the stove. Of course you could heat I'm doing this because I'm doing it here this way, but in general I would usually heat the oil first. I'm going to take some time with this. Opening a can of mushrooms, and I'm going to squeeze the liquid that it's packed in. I'm going to squeeze that out so that the mushrooms are not dry exactly, but they don't have that liquid in them. I'm going to add the can's worth. Okay, so right now I have it over a medium heat. I have a wooden spoon here, which I'm going to just leave here because I don't know, for some reason tradition has it that spaghetti should always be mixed up with wooden spoons, and so I have one just to keep with the tradition. Okay, I'm now going to add some salt. How much salt? I don't know, I'm just going to put some. If you're having a problem with sodium, well, I don't think there's anything that you can eat, so might as well. This is garlic powder. And now I just want to get it going here for a while and just try to brown up these onions, not brown, but just sort of brown, and just keep stirring them. And I thought that there's no reason why not to go on to the next step here. I put this large pot on the stove. I'm going to turn this down a little bit while I play over there. So I have my my 2 bottles of, I don't know how much is in here. This is 24 ounces or 680 grams. So I'm dumping this one. I'm not done with these bottles yet. I'm going to use them again. And so there's 2 bottles in there. And now I have the chicken broth. So I'm just going to add again, I don't use exact measurements. It's sort of that would take the mystery out of this. I put the top on. So this is about a half a bottle, maybe slightly more than a half a bottle. I'm just going to use it like that. This smells great. The mushroom and the onions here smell incredible. Okay, so that's about where we want it. Now I've just grabbed up this, it just turned out this is a little under a pound, could be a pound, could be a little over a pound. This is a little under a pound, and I'm just going to break it up and just drop it in there. I don't want to drop it in one big chunk because all I want to do is I sort of want to make it like Sloppy Joe's or like it's the beginning of a recipe for glop, any of those incredible dishes that I make. So I just got that in there. Now today, I'm going to try this. Today I was over at the discount utensil store and I got this guy. We'll see. Usually I use a fork, so we'll see if this is any good for this. All I'm doing is just going to keep mashing it up. The truth is, I don't think I like a fork to do this better, so I'm going to get one. Yep, the old tried and true. Now, I know this is a Teflon pan, and some people don't use metal. I use metal when I feel like it, and with the theory that these pans will last a few years no matter what, and you chuck it out and get a new one if it turns out that you've scratched it, destroyed it too much over time. So, some more garlic powder. Whoa, that's too much. Sometimes it's a good thing to put it in your hand ahead of time so that you don't, so it doesn't just jump right from the salt shaker or whatever that is into here and you end up with something too salty. Now right now it does not at all smell like spaghetti sauce because it's not spaghetti sauce. Check this. Yeah, we've got some bubbles. Looking good. Okay. So now, talk about hand measurement. We have oregano. This is just oregano leaves. Now, that's too much, I believe. Yeah, it is. So, with that amount left over, whoa! Boy, that hit you in the face. That now, as the whole house in minutes will be filled up with this aroma of the oregano hitting the meat and being incorporated here, and it smells. If you were walking in from outdoors right now, you would know spaghetti sauce is going to happen. All right, switch so that now the pot is here. Remove the top, shut off that back burner, and now I'm just going to get this mixed in here. Okay, so that's pretty well stirred up. Doesn't taste great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add water. And if you okay, it's been a few minutes. Whoa, we're boiling now. Okay, so we obviously don't want this to be boiling like this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it to low, but then turn it up a tiny bit, so it's going to simmer. You see the steam that's coming off of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the top a little bit ajar, like that. Now I know some people like to add a bay leaf or parsley, and of course you knock yourself out. Cooking is not a game of measurements. Cooking is an art, and so you have to do whatever makes you feel right, whatever tastes right to you. For my friends who are vegetarians, you saw I added a pound of meat. If you're a vegetarian, this sauce is not for you. You're going to have to eat some lesser awful tasting sauce. There's just nothing that we can do to make sauce taste good. I don't care, marinara, schmarinara, bad tasting sauce. You need to have meat. And the meat, I think, needs to be hamburger. I know some people put pork and stuff like that. You could do that. I don't do that, but you could do that. But as I say, it's a matter of tasting, and the problem is that you can't really taste it until you've boiled it down. So, anyway, the whole process took 20 minutes or so to get it going. It's going to take a few hours until it boils down, but you don't really have to do anything. So if you want to leave or do whatever, I would do that. Bring some more.